Hey friends and family, this is Bryan with another Tribute to my grandpa. I've been doing this for quite some time, and I hope you've been able to glean something from these poems that my grandpa either wrote and recited or the ones that he recited that he loved. There is so much wisdom that comes from the passing generation, and I hope that you have gleaned something from these poems. Now, if you don't have a living grandparent, or it's been a while since you've seen yours, or if maybe you don't know your grandparents very well, or something's up there, I want to lend you my grandpa for a moment. In the poem I want you to hear and listen to my grandpa today, I hope that it will mean something to someone out there, that it will affect someone's life. It's a great poem. My grandpa didn't write this one, but I feel like it's one worth sharing, especially right now. There's so much turmoil in this world. There's so much political anxiety. There's so much issue with one another, and hatred and vitriol, and just all this stuff that happens that really divides people. And I don't feel comfortable with that. I feel I can handle conflict myself, but it's not healthy to have this much conflict. I feel like we need to come together. And the poem that my grandpa recites today reminds me of him. Think of someone that you know that just never complained, that never complained, never worried, never stressed. My grandpa was a smart man. He made a lot of good decisions in his life, but I don't recall ever seeing my grandpa in stress. Now, I recognize that he's older and there's other things that he could have been experiencing younger in his life, but I don't recall ever seeing my grandpa stressed out, ever. There's a couple of times I saw him upset at someone doing something dumb, but that was even that was very rare. My grandpa was even keel, just calm in the face of whatever's going on. And he was particular. He had his wishes and what he wanted to have happen, but he never made anybody else's life hard because of that. And I thought that was pretty impressive. But I never, maybe it's because of the childhood he had, that he had to go through some of the hard physical labor and manual labor, and then finally got away from that and started doing, accounting is what he chose as a profession later on in life. So I say that because no matter where you are personally, no matter what you're dealing with, this poem has a message for you. If you're struggling with something, or you're feeling stress or anxiety around whatever's going on in your life, in your world, I hope you'll listen to this poem, and I hope that honestly today you'll share it. I just feel like the poems that Grandpa recites, if more people listen to them, more people would have a reason to smile that day. My grandpa was that good of a guy, and so I ask you to share my grandpa with people that you know. So borrow my grandpa, let him be your grandpa for today. Listen to this poem called Be Strong by Maltby. Maltby? That's a name. And I forget the last name, but I'll put it in the show here. But share this poem that my grandpa recites, and it'll make a difference in your day. It'll also make a difference in somebody else's life that needed it. I share something kind of personal that I don't usually share, but I came across somebody's profile. Something was going on in social, and somebody that I hadn't seen in a long time, and it was apparent that this person was having a rough day. And I feel like if we reach out to people that are having rough days, if we just find that one person to reach out to that needs a little uplift, we can do some good. So this is a poem that should give you some strength. It should give other people some strength. I hope you enjoy this poem by my grandpa called Be Strong. I'll see you next week.
This is Be Strong by Maltby Davenport. Be strong. We are not here to play, to dream, to drift. We have hard work to do and loads to lift. Shun not the struggle, face it, 'tis God's gift. Be strong. Say not the days are evil, who's to blame, and fold your hands and acquiesce. Oh, shame! Stand up, speak out, and boldly in God's name. Be strong. It matters not how deep entrenched the wrong, how hard the battle goes, the day how long. Faint not, fight on, tomorrow comes the song.